45 women, and there are 45 men in the women's prisons right now. Them, picking them out like chicken. The trans men are not women.
Somehow, some way, every single week we get another politician getting popped with another brand new scandal. And this is not necessarily anything new, but we haven't talked about this on this channel. This time it's California Congressman Eric Swalwell stepping into the spotlight, if you want to call it that.
A prominent Trump antagonist, as well as a target of the president's retribution campaign, while he's throwing his hat into the crowded California governor's race. California Congressman Eric Swalwell made the official announcement on Jimmy Kimmel's show on Thursday, promising to focus on affordability for Californians, while also vowing to continue fighting back against President Trump. Congressman, have to ask about the mortgage fraud allegations, the potential for this investigation here.
Of course, it's nonsense. And when he went after Adam Schiff for the same allegation, it was nonsense.
But, you know, instead of owning up to anything, he, just like everyone else, spins it to say, you know what, Trump is after me again. Come on. And all while this happening, there was a woman by the name of Tish Hyman, a singer, songwriter, and activist that really gives him the business.
No woman should be harassed.
Are there going to be men allowed in the women's room anymore? We need to know.
No woman should be harassed in a locker room. That's a crime.
Answer straight. Are there going to be women?
She confronts him with real life concerns about women's safety, only to get brushed off like she is a nuisance, and just makes him look really, really bad. So let's break all this down. Let's get into it. Before we talk about that confrontation, about that bathroom situation, we have to talk about the mortgage fraud angle.
Eric Swalwell, the Democratic California congressman, has indeed been referred to the Justice Department by Bill Pulte, who is the head of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac right now, because he is accused of making false or misleading statements on a mortgage application. We believe that this pertains to a $1.2 million house that Swalwell has in the Washington, D.C. area.
Yes, just like Letitia James and Senator Adam Schiff, Eric Swalwell was referred to the Department of Justice from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac because he allegedly made false and misleading statements on a mortgage application for his $1.2 million home in D.C. You can't make any of this up. In a second he gets asked about it, he hits the world-famous politician button. It's nonsense. Everyone who's investigating me is corrupt.
Federal Housing Finance Agency Director Bill Pulte apparently referred you to the DOJ over alleged mortgage fraud. Now, DOJ has not confirmed that they have received this referral at all. Is there any reason for DOJ to be investigating you, Congressman?
It's all nonsense, of course, Laura. It's nonsense that they're investigating Adam Schiff. It's nonsense that they're investigating Tish James. It's nonsense that they're investigating Lisa Cook, all for the same thing. And next week, when we hear about someone else who's a political opponent of Donald Trump being investigated, it will also be nonsense. And of course, I am one of the most vocal critics against Donald Trump. I have the only lawsuit that survived him becoming president, me and the January 6th officers. I'm a little surprised, frankly, that it took him this long to get to me, but it's not going to shake me. The other individuals, Schiff, James, Cook, and myself, we're not going to hide under the bed. We're not going to be silent or go away. We are going to hold a lawless president accountable. So if the aim is to make us shrink, it's not going to work.
He puts himself in the same victim group as, like I said, Adam Schiff, Letitia James, Lisa Cook, claiming that they're all being unfairly targeted for the same thing. It's just a pattern that we have nowadays. Politicians, they get caught doing something sketchy. The politician will say it's fake. The politician will say it's political. Politician pretends that they're just a superhero fighting the evil forces. We don't know what the false statements are yet, but it could be misrepresenting income, hiding some debts, misleading about occupancy, saying that you live there but you don't, giving the bank inaccurate financial documents, did not deny it with facts, similar to Letitia James. He denies it with politics. He says the whole case is nonsense, similar to baseless. He claims it's a part of a pattern of attacks against Democrats like Letitia James and Adam Schiff. Not ever really saying what is being alleged is totally not true because it didn't happen. This is about politics. So it looks like if you are a powerful politician, you can just commit certain types of fraud, and as long as your opponent doesn't call you out on it, it's all good, because if they do, you could just say they're after me and continue to violate crime and continue to commit crimes. And the crazy part, it looked like Letitia James getting away with it for now. If regular people like me and you lied on a mortgage application, they don't get to call it nonsense. They get hit with fraud charges. It's like I'm watching the same episode every single time. But it is what it is. And we're going to see what's going to happen with that situation. And maybe he's going to be able to skate by Letitia James for now. Tish had an experience inside a gym bathroom that really shook her. According to this clip, she was naked, turned around, and there was a biological male standing in the women's locker room looking at her while she had nothing on. She panicked because she felt violated. She didn't feel safe. And instead of anyone helping her, she got kicked out.
Today I was naked in the locker room. I turned around and there's a man there in boy clothes, lip gloss, standing there looking at me. I'm butt naked. So the first thing I think is maybe there's a worker in here. Maybe I missed the sign. I say the word sir to say, sir, what are you doing in here? He goes, don't fucking talk to me. I'm a woman. I have a right to be in here. Immediately, I'm fucking pissed because I'm butt naked. I feel violated. I feel like weird. Like, I don't want to deal with this, right? Why do you guys think it's okay for men to be in the women's restroom? And like, when is the cutoff point? Is it like, oh, you cut off your penis, you can come in here? Why aren't women making the laws? And if you really want to fucking be safe and feel good, why don't we just make trans restrooms? Because it ain't right.
So imagine that. You're the one uncomfortable, then somehow you become the problem. So this wasn't political for her. This was human, personal, and she had every right to talk about it. She's been talking about this for a couple weeks. So she brought this situation to Swalwell. She wasn't screaming or threatening. She was just saying, protect women, listen to women. Why are men in women's spaces? Why are women getting punished for speaking up? Let's check it out and see how Swalwell answers this.
When you asked the most emotionally poignant question, I want to start with you. I was a prosecutor in Oakland for 7 years, and where justice was warranted and mercy was warranted, I showed it. And where a stiff punishment was warranted because somebody got hurt, I saw it. And I will not be a governor that tolerates violence against women in our state. Period. That's not going to happen. Now, as it relates to the issue of
men,
trans kids,
men,
particularly in sports,
men,
sure,
in women's spaces, harassing,
yeah,
and you said it wasn't a thing.
Harassing,
14 times
yeah.
You said it wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
So I need you to show all the women of California that you're going to protect us.
I'm going to protect women. Did as a prosecutor. I will protect women. No woman should be harassed.
Are there going to be men allowed in the women's room anymore? We need to know.
No woman should be harassed in a locker room. That's a crime.
Answer straight. Are there going to be women? Are you against men in women's locker rooms and sports? That's all you need to answer.
I'm telling you, I
Please.
don't want men harassing you in women's locker room.
I know.
That should not happen.
It's happening all around America. There are 45 women, and there are 45 men in the women's prisons right now. Them, picking them out like chickens. The trans men are not women, and they're women. So I don't care if you're on the Democrat side, the Republican side. We need to be on the women's side, people. It's happening to our girls. It's happening to our women. And I'm here to let everyone know that this is happening. Open your eyes.
I'm telling
you. Want to be governor? I have millions of people behind me, black people, who they're using our civil rights to push this shit. If you want to be the governor, you need to do something about it, because I promise you this, I will not be the last to see of Tish Hannibal, okay? Thank you. All right, I want to hear that. You're very handsome, by the way. The who? There are no trans kids. There are just children. Stop transforming children. No one can make a decision that young. When I was 12, I would have transformed. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's abuse. Don't trans children. It's abuse. Trans kids. There's no such thing. There's only men and women. Use your brains. Stop with this malarkey.
But I also want you to know, as governor, I am not going to get distracted from the most important.
So you see, Swalwell dodges, she presses harder. Women having boundaries, I don't think it's hate. It's safety. It's common sense. She's highlighting something uncomfortable that a lot of politicians are avoiding. That there are men that are abusing this policy to enter spaces they don't belong in. So you see that she's emotional, passionate. She's speaking from lived experiences, no ideology. You said it wasn't a thing. Women are being harassed. There are men in women's prisons. This is going on, and she is demanding that women need protection. But Swalwell gives the classic politician half answer, I protect women. But he doesn't really touch the real question. Are you against men in women's locker rooms and women's sports? He dodges the issue completely. This is a public safety situation. Tish wasn't being hateful. She was just being honest. So you see Swalwell just totally flame out there, but he's dealing with some mortgage frauds, referrals, ethical questions, and a growing reputation for dishonesty.
Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell, who sits on the House Intel Committee, reportedly has ties to a Chinese spy, that alleged agent apparently trying to influence American politicians.
Eric Swalwell, who has used his office to promote Beijing's talking points, almost word for word, ones that matter, by the way. A man who admits to a close personal relationship with an actual Chinese spy who helped him get elected to Congress, raised money for him, and put an intern, probably another spy, in his office.
Do you believe that all of us have a responsibility to elevate our rhetoric and to denounce anti-Semitism and anti-police rhetoric in this country so that Jewish Americans and police officers can be safer?
Congressman, I do.
Thank you, and I yield back.
The gentleman yields, and now I recognize the gentlelady from Georgia, Ms. Green.
That was quite entertaining from someone that had a sexual relationship with a Chinese spy, and everyone knows it. But thanks
I move
for
to take our words down. Completely inappropriate.
And then when someone brings him a real issue, something messy, is uncomfortable, public safety related, he can't give a straight answer. That's exactly why this keeps getting worse. Regular people like Tish are stepping up. If politicians won't protect women's spaces, women need to speak up for themselves. If politicians won't acknowledge obvious problems and issues, the public need to call them out on it. Because here's the truth. Women are being told that their boundaries are offensive. Women are getting kicked out for reacting to men in these locker rooms. Tish is saying what a lot of voters feel. Stop gaslighting us. Stop pretending that we don't see what we see. I did not want to have that conversation, but here it is now, and it's not going away. So let me know what you guys think about this situation in the comments below. If you're interested in this type of content, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate all of your help and all your support over the last year. It's been absolutely amazing. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.